Racism in The Sims. Now, yeah, I'm not crying racism or anything, but what makes race in The Sims at all? Well, I actually talked about this in a previous video, but in The Sims 3, race is nothing more than facial features, just edits to a Sim's nose to make it extra wide or something, or has the nostrils flare out, or the lips, make them big and sexy. I've also heard something about African Americans having like almond eyes or something, but I don't see it. And other ethnic features, I can't testify to ones that I don't have. It wouldn't be right. But anyway, facial features and skin color basically. So that's all race is. You can't really program Sims to respond to other Sims in a negative way because of how their nose looks or how big their lips are or something. You can't do it, and it'd be really bad to try. So as a result, there's no racism in The Sims 3. Add to that everyone can be attracted to anyone. So yeah, there's no real judgment in The Sims 3 based on race. And race color is based on a slider in The Sims 3, so your Sim could be gray, could be rainbow scale, they could be see-through, any color basically. It does not matter as far as what the Sims see in each other. There's no such thing as attractiveness even in The Sims 3, which is a little disappointing. But they tried to add it, but they didn't do it very well. So race really does not matter in The Sims on that merit. Sims 2 was the best bet they had for incorporating any kind of racial discrimination into the Sims franchise, because in the base game there were only 4 skin colors you could choose from. Black, some kind of Hispanic, light tan, and Caucasian, which you also just had to sort of use for Asian, I guess, and light Asians. But anyway, there was no slider. There were just 4 pre-made colors and textures. Because you actually had to push a different button, the screen would freeze for a millisecond, and your Sim would completely change and turn into something else before your very eyes. That means there is a difference. Your Sim was technically becoming a different person. You could say it was just applying a different paint or texture, but your Sim vanished for like a millisecond and came back differently. You had to push a button and something different happened to your Sim. Like skinny and fat was in The Sims 2, race was in The Sims 2. Your Sim was technically different. That they could, because, yeah, you hit a button, your Sim became fat, and in the turn-on system, you could say, I'm attracted to fat Sims, it changed the way your Sim was perceived and could be perceived, and put your Sim in a different class. They could technically have done the same thing with race, but of course they chose not to, thank goodness, as far as I know. So that was a dangerous place for race to be, and of course it wasn't very customizable either. So they really did step it up. They had the chemistry system in The Sims 2. I'm not quite sure 100% how that worked. They had the turn-on system in The Sims 2. You could make your Sim not attracted to Sims with black hair, I guess, which rules out pretty much all black people unless they dye it. You could make your Sim not attracted to red hair, which rules out Scottish or Irish people, whatever. And that's about the closest thing, honestly, to some kind of racism you could have had, but even then. So, yeah, The Sims has been... What, I should talk about Sims 1? Okay, there were 3 skin colors. There was black, Hispanic, some kind of Hispanic, and Caucasian. And that was it. Sims 1 sucked. In a lot of ways, it is nostalgic. I can't really talk... I mean, I played it, but I really don't want to talk about it. It means, so little as far as what it adds. And, oh, I respect the game and all that. But that's all for racism in The Sims.